Hello everyone. Yeah, I was not planning on making a video, but I'm compelled to make this video to talk about the trash some people are talking about me, cashing in on Lloyd's Evans's saga to make money off YouTube. So I want to set the record straight. I do not make those videos about Lloyd any more than the videos I've always made on this channel. And it's not for uh, no reason that I renamed my channel. I used to be SJW Africa, and I'm now Wesley's Africa TV. And I had announced to my audience that I want to be cutting back down on JW content. I just looked at the future, and I said to myself, is there something I can continue to do? I don't think so. Sometimes I'm burned out, I'm tired, I'm bored about JW stuff, but I still want to be able to talk about JW lies when there is a breaking story or some breaking news or some story I just want to tell, from time to time. At that pace I want to be able to go, but I don't want to be seen as a channel. Some persons have told me, then, hey, you could have trademarked that SJW channel. Trademark that SJW channel for what? I have wanted to grow this channel to be something big on the African continent, but I think when COVID hit and I lost everyone lost their jobs, and my jobs demanded I have to more like a hands-on job. So I didn't have a job, and I was desperate at the time. It was all about my YouTube channel. I really was driven by exposing wash chore, but at the same time I thought I could make something from it. Now that I'm not working, how about just grow this channel? But it didn't make sense to me growing SJW channel as a business. It didn't make sense to me. So, well, I don't want to profit from talking about, because people would see me as having ulterior motive. uh hey, he just wanted views because he wants money. It's not because he wanted to talk about real stuff. You know what I mean? So I've had challenges here and there. So at a time, I took my Patreon outro down. A friend of mine, a subscriber, had asked that I should ask my followers to donate to me to get some equipment and to enlarge and do this, which I did at the time. And when I made that appeal, I didn't like it at the end of the day, because it's not my thing to beg people for anything. I've never begged in my life until COVID hit. I didn't really beg. I was so lucky that, you know, a friend from the United States, uh, she and her husband helped me through the COVID. I was really desperate at the time, and they saw me through the COVID. And since COVID, things have gotten better. I returned to my job, though it's not like it used to be. But for some idiots to always come in here and tell me that, hey, you're doing this all for yourself. I have not earned a dime on YouTube. I have a few bucks but I've not been able to cash out because I needed to put in my tax whatever identification. I've not been able to go through that process to take out the little tiny thing YouTube is being able to deposit for all this. Why? If I tell you how much it is, it's ridiculous. Ain't nothing. And I have one or two patrons. One of these patrons pledges $1 a month. And most of the pledges from my patrons, for some reasons, patron would just have half of it reflect on my page. And I wanted to reach out to one or two and tell them, hey, you might have to discontinue at some point if I'm able. It takes me 6 months or 5 months to be able to cash out $50 from Patreon. 50. So all those videos I'm doing is from my pocket. So I want to tell my patron that if there is any other means they would love to support my work, maybe by the end of March or April, maybe we'll look at that because nothing is coming in. Before I'm able to cash out, the payment format or method that I use require me to make some money before I'm able to cash out. So it takes me like forever to hit the target. So no dime from YouTube. I'm not doing this because of the money. Like I said, responding to this hater, I said this channel is more like a hobby for me. Okay, so that's why I renamed Wesley's Africa TV to be able to talk about stuff. He said, nah, I'm profiting from hot topics. What do YouTubers do? If this is if I were still SJW Africa, I wouldn't be talking about Lloyd at all. But I see my channel more of news, call it gossip if you want, but I try to stay real. You know what I'm saying? Trending issues, topics, whatever it is that is making rounds at the time is what a YouTuber want to jump on. So why don't you let this African brother be? And let me educate you that I live in my own house, and I would say a pretty decent house, built with my money and from YouTube. I drive a decent car, bought with my own money and from YouTube. As a matter of fact, before COVID hit, I was building 2 more houses apart from the one I live in right now. Before COVID hit, now COVID hit slowed things down and everybody was like, hey, what's happening to the world? So I am not hungry. For those of you who think that, hey, he just want the views. Yes, I want the views, or if you sub to my channel, I'm just entertained by being able to talk to you all and stay real when the facts has to be said. I drop it like the way it should be. Okay? So if you sub to my channel or you don't sub, ain't gonna mean nothing if you are a hater. The other time, the other guy said he unsubscribed from a channel because blah, 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 blah. And if you feel like a king that, hey, he's doing me a favor by subscribing to my channel. And that was really low of him, petty of him. There are people I'm subscribed to their channel that I don't even like, but sometimes I like their content. I ain't said because, hey, I don't like your face, or yeah, there is a content you put out there, I didn't really agree with it. Then I just reach for the subscription button and unsubscribe. Well, that's petty. That's stupid. Stupid. So that idiot, if it's watching this video, but this video, I want to educate you that This African right here ain't hungry at all. I can feed your ass as we speak right now. When I had struggles and all that, no, I talked about it, and the struggle was something occasioned by the COVID. All right? Yeah. People see Africans as hungry and people who want to scam you and all of that, the African story. Yeah, yeah, that may be true, but I'm lucky to be able to have certain things go my way. All right? It may not be as it was during before COVID, but I'm not here for YouTube $1 thousand views or so. Before I make reasonable money from YouTube, I'm gonna grow gray hair. Gray hair. Hey, you're just in here for yourself. You're cashing in a lost story so you can get the views, and YouTube is gonna be dropping money. Like, come on. I just want to exhaust talking about this developing story. I'm Wesley's Africa TV. YouTuber, that's what we do. We run with the news, with trendy topics. But if I put out shit or some misinformation, you call me out, I'm gonna update and tell you, okay, I'm sorry. No, I got it straight now. This is what it is. So I'm so pissed right now that those people keep telling me that, hey, you are in for yourself. How much is YouTube gonna pay me? I don't understand. Every video, the videos I'm making right now, the one I made yesterday and the one I'm making right now, from my damn pockets. And it's not easy. Some of you, I don't know, this guy, it should be, if you're from the United States and you have certain things going your way and your government will feed your ass if you can take care of yourself. It's not like that in Africa. You gotta be a real man to survive here. So if I'm standing behind this camera, I'm using my money to put out videos out there, you come here and talk shit. When you see an African, every African you see, just think that, hey, he's hungry. He's hungry now. He's just doing that, saying lots of that from Facebook. Hey, hey, this African just wasn't even talking about, how much. Get on YouTube, get a channel going, and see how much you make off YouTube. I don't understand you guys. Okay, I don't understand. So I'm pretty much comfortable. Okay, when I had stress, when I was stressed, I'll let you know about it. And ain't a bad thing if a brother gets broke or goes broke and you say, hey, can you help a brother out? Let this African brother be. You understand what I mean? This is Wesley's Africa TV. Okay? So I have fun. There's something happening. I jump on. I still make anti-JW videos, here and there. I talk about whatever I want. I made this announcement. Okay? So don't get hung up over this nonsense. And stop being petty, whatever your name is. Gotten a couple of you now say, hey, so I want to unsubscribe from your channel. Now, if everybody unsubscribe from Wesley's Africa TV, my life is gonna go on. I'll just say, okay, it's time to pack my load and find something else as a hobby. Okay? Don't think you're doing me a favor. I appreciate my fans. I appreciate my audience. I appreciate those who always reach out to me. And I appreciate those who like the little thing I'm doing here. Okay? It's just to get ourselves going. All right. So I feel passionate talking about see this developing story, and I'm not done talking about Cedars because shit went down 10 years ago that I was not aware of, and I lost a patron because I got on Lloyd's channel, and I was like, hey, just because I got on Lloyd's channel, you withdrew your support. But now I'm beginning to understand that, people became so passionate because of what went down. This animosity and hatred for Cedars. I could understand she couldn't bear having me go on Lloyd's channel because he thought at the time I was gonna lose my credibility. But I didn't see it like that. Please, 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 ladies and gentlemen, leave and let's leave. This is Wesley's Africa TV. I talk about whatever I want here. If you like, you click on it. If you don't like it, you can just go. But I remain loyal to my fans, and remain loyal to those people who stood and who brought me to this level. All right, I'm not doing, my channel is not really growing because I don't put, sometimes I take time off to fix family and business. You understand what I mean? So I don't do much like I used to do. So I'm not bothered if my channel keeps being what it is because it's more like a hobby. If people come in for whatever content I put out there and they'll subscribe to it, fine. I would love for you to subscribe. Like the other time I was saying in my video that, hey, if you don't subscribe to my channel, I'm gonna pull my foot down your throat. Some guys, some of my those commenting found it funny, and I've been giving along the line that, okay, if you don't subscribe to my channel, I'm gonna have an African animal here bite your little one while you go to sleep. So I still would love for you to subscribe to my channel, but if you don't subscribe to it, we're still together. We're friends, ain't stopping my life from moving on. See you soon in my next video.